Hello everyone again. We are the In Response Legacy podcast, guys, and we are here for the Austrian Legacy Masters Day 3, the season's end tournament.
It's final time.
Yeah, it's final time. It's Mystic Forge combo from Martin Lamar versus our local hero Markus Schmidhuber on Blue-Black Scam.
And I just want to chime in. Markus Schmidhuber has basically, I would say, the best season of a qualifier season that you can have without qualifying for the European Legacy Masters at this point.
I think it's his fourth time trying to qualify for the European Legacy Masters this year.
Yep.
He went 9th on Breakers in Vienna. He went second
in Vienna.
Yesterday he went
top four.
Top 4.
Losing 1-2 to the eventual winner.
And now again in the finals for the European Legacy Masters qualifier.
Pretty good season, I think, so far.
We're just rooting for our guy.
Let's see.
Although it's a pretty hard matchup. We've seen what
Martin Lamar can do against Blue-Black Scam, as he has been featured in the quarterfinals and the semifinals. In the quarterfinals, playing exactly this matchup against Paul Bernsteiner,
who is also a pretty good player.
Yeah.
So I think for both matches, actually, it was Khan plus Ensnaring Bridge who actually kind of won him the game and the match in the end. We'll see if this will happen also in the finals. Our players are shuffling Napsu.
Yeah.
And we can have a look how this all pan out.
Yeah, for sure.
And on this game field, we also see the prizes for our top 2. We have a Tundra for the winner, a Plateau for the second place. Pretty good prizes for a 38 players tournament with 25 euros buy-in. And yeah, both players talking a little bit with the judge apparently, but they, as information of course, are playing it out.
Probably, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Maybe they discuss if they want to consider a split of some sort.
Yeah.
Splitting is still an option.
Yeah. Maybe one says, the winner takes the Plateau and the slot. The loser takes the Tundra and one scoops it in. But I hope that we don't have the anticlimactic final that we had yesterday. For us in the stream.
And for the stream, I hope we see total destroying of Mystic Forge, because I'm just rooting for Marcus here. Nothing against Martin, is a great player and he has also a great tournament. But it's a 4th or 5th try for Marcus.
Yeah, because Marcus on Blue-Black Scam is just a menace. He's playing out of his mind in tournaments.
He's a great player.
Yeah.
It's just always a little bit on the unlucky side. Play it out, you cowards. Yeah. We don't decide this. The players are deciding it.
Yeah.
So
let's see.
A lot of discussion, but
I find also this pretty interesting. Actually, it's they're discussing if they want to do the split or how they want to do the split. But I think both players want to have the ELM slot.
Yeah.
Because it's basically the most valuable prize to today's prize pool.
Yeah, it's just a prestigious tournament. The winning really is something that a lot of legacy players all over Europe strive for. If you remember the interview yesterday with Johannes Gutbrod, who said I specifically shortened my vacation in America because I really want to play in this tournament.
Yeah.
And they are allowed to talk about an exact split. The judge is directly
with them, and they will all basically, with guidance of the judge, they discuss what options they have.
And something I discussed together with our judge later yesterday is there isn't anything that they can really do wrong without one saying, I pay you for losing, and rolling the dice. I think those are exactly the two things that they can do that will DQ them.
Yeah.
Everything else is impossible because discussing splits and stuff like that is only prohibited when it affects other players. So outside of debate, it's always prohibited. But yeah,
if it's just the finals and just these two players anymore, and it's not nothing else, it's totally fine. I think.
Yeah.
That's also what our judge said.
Yeah. So
Oh, it's hard. It's hard. What are they doing?
I would just DQ both of them for stalling, for slow play.
Slow play, yeah. Come on.
I take the Tundra. You guys can split the plateau. I'm completely fine with
I
that.
need my fourth plateau for sure.
I even had yesterday the perfect idea because we have only singles and cards that we give out for the top 8 or for the prizes.
Yeah.
What if we make proxies to say they can choose the cards, or they can split the top 8 where we had the proxies of the 8 cards that are available for the top 8, but like with 8 of the front set on a proxy.
Okay, that was just a little bit too fast for me. Can you please?
I
A
can.
little bit slower.
So basically, the card name is of the one frame. Then one piece of the picture is like from the second card. One piece of the picture from the first card. And fourth.
And why should we do this?
So if they are talking about the splits, we
Ah,
can say
okay.
you can choose this one or you can choose the real cards. But yeah, discussing the split is something that you want to do exactly when there are high stakes and basically bigger tournaments on the line where one player doesn't really know if he has like vacation days or can prepare for the tournament or play in the tournament. And yeah, to the question in the chat, we have rules enforcement level competitive, yeah,
Yes.
not professional. There is professional, competitive, and casual
And regular.
and regular,
Regular.
which is between.
And split future prizes? What do you mean?
I think in the top 8 you are allowed to split future prizes.
Well, if the top 8 is announced and assembled, I think they can discuss if they all 8 want to distribute the
Yeah.
split, or they can maybe play out the quarterfinals and then split in the semifinals. This also happens.
And I think if both players meet in the quarterfinals and say, however it happens, we both get some prizes in some form. Basically, if the one plays then wins the finals, the other one drops out in the quarterfinals because he lost to them. So they too can split the prizes there because it doesn't really affect any other thing if they split it that way.
Yeah, I think at RCs it's totally different. I mean, we are still unsanctioned here.
Okay,
It seems we have
a game.
a game, or do we have a split?
I don't know. We will see players shuffling right now.
I think there is some magic to be played.
Yeah, okay. Sounds good.
Okay, wow. Now we take a look.
We actually get to see the finals.
Maybe Martin says, yeah, I'm having way too big of advantage, yeah. So,
Yeah, both players really want the invitation and the slot.
from which playing group actually Martin is coming from?
I have no idea. Maybe someone in the chat knows, but I think we don't know, right?
We thought he was one of the Slovakian guys because of the surname, but they're already gone. So I don't know who. I have never seen it in our local game, so I've never seen him in Vienna
Austria, yeah.
or in Bologna even. So I don't have an idea, to be honest.
Maybe Tips in the chat knows because he says no way Martin concedes the invitation, so maybe he knows him locally. So maybe we can get some further information out in the chat. But as we see currently, players are shuffling it up, thinking about it.
And there is the winner of this match will get an Elm slot. Exactly, yes. This is an Elm qualifier.
Yeah. Today we had a whole tournament.
With an Elm qualifier, and yesterday we have.
And
Also.
today, yeah.
Yeah. So no insider info. Unfortunate. We don't know where he is from.
Yeah. So for the Austrian qualifying season, if you want to know, we had 2 qualifiers in Vienna at the 3-for-1 store, which is pretty well known all around.
3-for-1, yeah.
3-for-1. All around Europe and even America. It's a pretty good high-end store. today's qualifier and yesterday's qualifier happened at the game store which is really called game store in
Yeah.
in Linz. And then we had the qualifying season for the whole Austrian Legacy League that we are doing for all over 2023 to 2024,
Yeah.
where the winner Fabian
Schweighofer
won, and
got
then we
the
had
helm slot. Yeah.
yeah, and then we had one in Graz at Trading Cards United, where Patrick Coyne actually got to qualify for
Really?
the Austrian Legacy Masters.
Wow.
Yes. So
European Leagues Master.
European Legacy Masters.
Oh, okay. I totally missed it that Patrick has won the
Yeah.
helm slot.
It was passed down to him.
It was
Okay,
passed
yeah.
down because the eventual winner could go, and
Yeah, the pass downs can happen, but the pass downs should at least be in the top 8.
So
that's-
there's actually a chance that you have 3 Austrian guys, or 4 actually. Did one of, no, I think
no, both Vienna
Yeah,
qualifiers
why
were
not?
won by Slovakian guys.
Yeah.
Samuel Sochorczak and the second one was won by Emil Polak. Yeah.
Emil Pollack. We already seen it a lot of times yesterday and today.
and he also played in our weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went today into the top 8 where he lost with Mono Black Pox against Marco Schmidhuber actually. No, I'm not sure.
No, against Michael Mitterlehner.
Against Michael Mitterlehner. Yeah, he was playing 8 cast and he lost against Marco Schmidhuber in the semifinals.
So Marcus is undefeated today.
Yeah, he's actually currently 5-0-2.
5-0.
6-2.
6-0-2. And Martin, we don't know how many points had Martin have.
I think he was 4-1-1.
He had 1 loss, I think, yeah. Exactly, yeah. Yeah. 4-1-1.
Because they could draw. Yeah.
And it's very unfortunate that because Martin is third of the standings, he can
Go first.
go first. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a big advantage here because you're playing against the tempo deck, especially with
We see double Force of Will and Tomb reanimate. The One Ring. Okay.
no Vexing Bauble in the hand of Martin Lamar,
Yeah.
which is a huge thing because Vexing Bauble stops so much on the play against the deck of Blue-Black Scam. So,
And we see here an Urza Saga into Lotus Petal and a Monolith.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is a nice counter target.
yeah.
Pretty juicy.
Here comes the decision now if you want to combat the early acceleration of
Yes,
mana.
exactly, yeah.
Martin is from the Czech Republic. Oh wow! Thank you very much for the confirmation.
And if we have something like a Days here, which is also great.
Wasteland is also pretty good here.
Yeah.
And on the mana denial route, because can we take a look at the land base of
Of Martin Lamar.
Martin?
He is playing 4 Urza Saga, 4 Urza's Workshop, 1 Urza's Cave, 1 of the lands. If you have 3 artifacts out there, you can search one. Then he is playing 4 Ancient Tombs and 4 City of Traitors.
So 18 lands.
18 lands, exactly. And now we may see an Entomb at the end of the turn. Or
Cycle Troll,
Cycle Troll.
searching for another Underground Sea because I don't think he has to fear Wastelands out of Martin Lamar's deck.
No. And then he can reanimate his troll or play a Psychic Frog.
I mean, yeah, it appears that we are a little bit biased. Unfortunate. But I think it's just
It's understandable.
understandable to root here.
Especially with this. I can't get my head around how good the qualifying season actually was for Marcus.
Yeah.
It's back to back to back to back over a few months actually, always hitting at the big tournaments.
There comes a Psychic Frog.
2 mana Psychic Frog.
The days can come in clutch. But yeah,
Okay, really, really good here.
so the attacking the mana was actually the right thing. because like sometimes the force on a Grim Monolith doesn't feel that good, but with an Urza Saga out there, you have the Wasteland ready, you really let him stumble on the first few turns. It isn't a cantrip deck, you cannot set up your draws, because like I think Marco Schmido also plays like 18, 17, 16 lands somewhere around the alley.
Usually
I really
it is
like the Brazen Borrower here.
it is either 16 or 17 lands for Marcus.
And he gets a card, it's the Brazen Borer.
And fetch, yeah. I like the Brazen Borrower here because you can always, if something goes through your counter magic, you can bounce it back to Martin's hand, and it gives you so much tempo.
Yeah.
All the while, Psychic Frog deals a little bit of damage, chips in, and gets you to draw cards.
Yeah. You will see the third Underground Sea, and I think,
Yeah, no wastelands.
yeah, I think we see another threat, maybe on the side of Marcus now being developed.
Probably reanimate Troll.
Yeah.
Or Entomb reanimate the Traxer.
Yeah. Or
But because there are no counter spells. There's no Voltaic Key, Vexing Bauble right now.
yeah, and you still have a Days Up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
And let's see what he got here. Is it a Force of Will?
Yes.
It's a Force of Will.
Force of Will, okay.
Yeah.
Pretty nice, pretty nice.
Or does he have 2 Entombs in his hand and no Reanimate?
Now he has a reanimate. Also.
He has a Reanimate, okay. But he's still sticking with the value plan. Okay, here he has Grief, Reanimate, Grief.
Attack again.
Drawing a card.
Maybe hard cards grief.
Could be an option here.
He cannot do it at this
Okay,
point.
with Undercity Series, it don't work. Another troll in the graveyard. Still thinking, okay.
And I don't think the life totals are currently displayed correctly.
I'm unsure right now.
Because I think Martin, is he really only at
Yeah,
19?
yeah, no,
Should
no,
be
no.
at 18, am I right?
Do you take the is Alexander on the top?
Alexander should be at the top, yeah.
Another juicy fourth of will target. For my liking.
I think it's updated and corrected now.
Okay. Okay, yeah, no, it's updated.
Yeah, we can keep it like this.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, force here on the Grim Monolith. Attacking the mana is really the right thing to do, because if you attack the mana of Mystic Forge, they simply can't get into the game.
Yeah, and now we may see searching for another wasteland here, which would be definitely the right thing to do. And
There is
we
one.
we don't have to search for it. We just get it.
Very
Yeah,
beautiful,
I mean,
very strong.
If
Now
you want,
4 mana grief.
if you want to win a finals, you gotta be lucky in your top decks as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Double, one ring.
I think it's actually the Glaring Fresh Raker.
Probably it can block. It
Mm-hmm.
can contortion.
The
Or the
Okay.
Codex Command, yeah.
also brings a lot of blockers.
Because the other things are big things on 4. There's no difference.
Calling an Entomb to hit for 2. Drawing another card.
Still
I think
have,
there is not a way for Martin here to go 5 mana with so that the
Nope.
days doesn't make sense.
yeah, and even the Glaring Fresh Raker with the days,
Why?
it makes sense.
of course you can. We just needs to draw some lands. What
Yeah, but in one turn.
in
Yeah.
one turn. No,
In one
no,
turn,
yeah,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, and the days against the Glaring Fresh
Number
Raker
5 on a 3-turn clock.
is also pretty dazeable, because at most he can add 2 mana each turn cycle with a land drop, which means Glaring Days. Glaring
Flash Raker.
Flash Raker will be dazed. And yeah,
It's Fleischschaber in German.
Stierender.
Stierender Fleischschaber. Another Psychic Frog. Okay.
And yeah, I think he will attack for lethal
Next turn, yeah.
on the next turn. We might even go for an Animate Dead on a Troll here. to just ensure it. You still have to
Yeah.
raise up
He has enough.
cards in hand.
He doesn't need to do that. But
4, 6, and 3 cards in hand, which would be enough for 9.
He draws one, even one, so he can keep the days up still.
Yeah. And getting in the on the draw game in game 1 is
insane.
Yeah.
Is insane on the draw.
Because you don't play. This is an important game because like in both postcard games you play around.
Mystic Sanctuary fetching for Swamp is of course not correct. We need to interfere with
Yeah,
that.
that's true. We have to tell them.
Yes.
Can you tell them?
Yeah.
We will make sure that this
Okay.
is correct.
Is it correct?
No.
No,
it's
they
not correct.
scooped it up.
They scooped it up, but
It didn't matter at this point because it was not used, so I guess it was okay. But small error should be
Avoidable.
I mean,
avoidable.
there is an island in it. He could have fetched for the island. Still.
Yeah. It's an illegal fetch, but it's not with.
Yes. Should be a warning for Marcus, yes, exactly.
Yeah. We'll do that. We had it yesterday, I think, also on stream.
So when it comes to sideboarding let's have a look at Marcus's deck. I think we've seen this matchup before.
Yeah.
And what looks very interesting is of course the
Engineer
explosives
and the
and
filigree
Silex,
Silex.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I think we also want the Force of Negation, as we
Yep.
previously talked with
Yeah.
Paul Bernsteiner. He had 2 of those in the sideboard. The Orcish Bowmasters can be okay. They
against
are
the One Ring, yeah.
Yeah. But still, most of the time you win with the One Ring on the turn.
Yep.
Where you play it. Harbinger of the Seas can be okay, but most of the time, especially on the draw, I think they are just too slow. Doughty Voidwalker, yeah, it's a threat that doesn't play through the graveyard. I think you just have to bank for your opponent to mulligan down to a ley line,
Yeah.
and just smash them through the graveyard.
Yeah.
You need the big beaters there. I think you want to have the Entomb, you want to have the Animate Dead, you want to have the Reanimate. The small beaters are most of the time not good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't really board it out. Martin will for sure board the ley lines in.
Yeah, of course. Ley lines and then some spatial contortions that look quite good. And the rest is mostly only a wish board for Martin.
He's playing Argentum Masticore in sideboard.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know for which?
It's a grindy card that, threat as protection for multicolored. And you can use it to remove any non-land permanent that you are interested in. For example, a null rod.
Yeah.
It's your answer to null rod, for example.
Okay. So you discard an artifact and then you kill an rod.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
You have to discard a card in upkeep, and then you can destroy target non-land permanent.
Is Marcus playing Consign the Memory in the board?
No.
I don't think so. No.
No. Paul
No.
was playing the one-off and it felt really, really good.
Yeah, the one-off was insane. Consign to Memory, I also need 2 of them.
Yeah.
For Stifle Not.
Yeah. But yeah.
I would have never thought that I'm rooting for Blue-Black Scam.
Maybe we have here now some discussions about how do you want to split. It's something that can happen in tournaments after round 1 or round 2 even.
I think Martin just went to the toilet.
Yeah. Probably.
Because like Marcus and Johannes basically agreed to some kind of a split for yesterday's top 4 game in the semifinals.
Yeah.
So Marcus in the end got some portions of Johannes' winnings, because it's like, how do you say this in Austria? We have it like where you are playing the lottery, like a lottery association where all the people buy lottery tickets, and in the end, if one has the big win, it is shared above all of them. So it's basically the same thing they did there, which doesn't
Spielgemeinschaft.
Spielgemeinschaft, yeah. So yeah. So a lottery ticket community, maybe.
Something like that. I don't know if that exists anywhere else than Austria.
Yeah, but here we have now the second game.
Oh,
First
pretty
time for the
interesting.
games. The key thing for Martin Lamar was being able to keep good and versatile hands with Leyland of the Void,
Yeah.
which is something that really slows Blue Black's game down. Let's see if we can get to those hands as well. I mean, it's a non-blue deck. You don't have the cantrips to set up your draws. You need to have a really good starting 7.
Yeah, and
Or
sometimes these decks are just really failing to mull. So they go down to 4 or something because they don't have mana, they don't have this, they don't have that. And simply sometimes it just happens, yeah.
Yeah, especially Martin Lamar's deck. It basically consists out of mana,
Business.
card advantage, or business, and then the engine, the Paradox engine.
Yeah.
And you need to have some form of both, and sometimes then the Paradox engine. This is the form.
Okay,
the game.
Marcus keeps double Wasteland, Swamp, Frog,
Yes.
Reanimate. A lot of lands, Vexing Bauble.
Yeah.
Is also pretty strong, but doesn't do a lot against Marcus's hand. I haven't seen a Leyline.
No,
Yeah.
there's no Leyline.
So a Vexing Bauble on turn 1 is good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
It's something that stops a lot of the brutal things Marcus can do. It turns off basically the Force of Will in the future turns, the days, especially in the early turns, and also the Grief package.
Oh, okay, Martin totally got it right now. Because if he would have just gone here for the bauble, the pedal would have not been castable.
And this is especially something that I like about Martin's deck. There are only 6 zero drops in the deck to support
The Vexing Bauble.
Bauble. And in the end, it doesn't really matter that you play your 0 drops, because with Paradox Engine, you don't care if the Lotus Petal resolves. You only care that your 10 permanents are untapped.
Martin attempts to go for the Vexing Bubble first and now can
The
cast
monolith,
the
yeah.
monolith that is basically uncountable at this point.
And the key.
Key, untap it. You have still 1 mana floating.
A lot of mana.
And you could even go for
The One Ring.
there's no ring or can, but this would be
Okay,
amazing.
this would be an amazing
amazing
turn 1.
10-1, yeah.
Marcus would be fuming.
Yeah. Yes.
And here's the Wasteland.
Yeah.
Okay.
But still a lot of mana here.
Yeah. Marcus sticking to the plan that he had.
Yeah, I think you choose your hand because of a certain plan, because of role assessment that you want to do, and switching it up is probably not the right thing to do, especially not if you're one up. Yeah.
Yeah, especially with his dad hardly leaning into wastelanding your opponent out. But yeah, you still have some mana running around. I mean, even if he has to keep his Grim Monolith untapped, he's making 2 mana a turn basically, which is alright. It's the base of a soul land that can't get wastelanded exactly.
And another monolith.
Yeah.
A lot of mana already.
He's only looking for a payoff.
Yeah.
A ring or a card.
And the question is here, if we...
Not a good draw here for Marcus.
It's 1 card that he can't entomb now. And I think we are just wastelanding again.
Yeah, probably. I think it's still the right thing to do.
Yeah. It limits Martin basically to 2 mana for future turns.
With Marcus's hand, it's simply not
Yeah, I know. He has nothing really going on.
Yeah.
It would have been a lot better on the play.
Yeah, where he can put something into the graveyard and then follow up with Wastelands afterwards. But I think he kept the hand because like the Wasteland was pretty strong in game 1.
Yeah.
and he was missing the blue source. He said like, I'm wasting most likely the first few turns, but here he goes for,
And still discarding a Traxxer. I like that. I like that play.
yeah, he has reanimate and the mountain, and a swamp in hand. So for the next turn he can basically get his Adraxa going, but he will discard to hand size again, but the card quality should rise in
Yeah, the
the
card
future.
quality for sure rises.
Yeah, that's a good play actually.
I also really like that because most players would have just played the underground scene, said go,
Yeah.
and were really, I can't get this out of my hand. And Marcus really saw it.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can do right now. Crack a Dexing Bobble, draw a card.
1 mana left. 1/2. He can go up to 7 if he wants to.
6.
7 with the Saga.
7 with the Saga, that's true. But I think he maybe
What
wants
are the Saga targets for Martin?
He has some Lotus Petal. He has keys. He has Vexing Bubbles, and
And that's basically everything, yeah.
that's basically it. Yeah. Moxipal. Yeah.
It's basically mana,
Okay.
untap.
Soul Guide Lantern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This would probably also be a target.
For next turn. But here we get the reanimate.
Reanimate. That works.
Timely reanimate on the tracks, huh?
It flies. And Mystic Forge doesn't have, I don't think it has something to block it.
Yeah.
No.
To remove it.
No. Only an ensnaring bridge would work.
Harbinger of the Seas?
Yeah, Harbinger is not good.
No, not really.
I think we are looking at
Force.
Brazen Borer.
Force is.
Force.
You cannot use Force. Brazen Borrower is the best card, probably.
Brazen Borer, yeah, for sure.
You need to ponder because it's the only
But
sorcery.
for instance, you can still take the Force. Force.
Because it's the only, yeah.
Or only one, yeah.
Then you take a land, the only one.
Yeah. And then it's
Then it's a Borrower. There's still a Psychic Frog in the
hand.
hand.
Yeah, it's so exciting. Because like the next draw is so impactful. The thing for Martin is like he gets 2 tokens, but he can't really raise the Atraxa.
Yeah, you have to take the Force. I mean, it's not good if you don't take it. Because it's the only instant.
I mean, it's like one card that he doesn't have to discard, but you.
It's a card that you can discard to Psychic Frog.
Yeah, but you don't get a Psychic Frog this turn. I think you let actually the Underground Sea in the deck. Taking Archon and discarding to hands is also a big thing.
Oh yeah, maybe he sees this. If he has another reanimate.
I think he has an animate that, but I'm not sure. But yeah, the bouncing is also something that can come
I
up.
think I like, yeah.
Bouncing
Force.
Dexing Bauble.
Yeah, he can bounce the bauble and then force is back online. So in response to any payoff that Martin might draw, it seems to be a good line as well. He has already a threat.
Yeah.
It doesn't need the Archon at this point, I think.
One big thing that Martin on the other side can do is like make a construct, next turn make a construct, put in a second
Yeah, I like that. I like
second
already 3
Vexen
cards.
Bauble. This is the thing that I'm kind of looking at.
Yeah, he has already sacked one. So the second Vexen Bauble is really unlikely to appear from the top.
He gets it with the Saga trigger.
Ah, okay, yeah.
And therefore he knows that there is basically the bounce with the petty theft. So maybe he gets the protection because he also knew that there is
But then,
a force of will.
Marcus will for sure keep the Brazen Borer for the Ensnaring Bridge.
Yeah.
Borrower is a really good insurance.
And how many borrower is he playing in the 75?
I think 2 or 3 usually. Usually it's 3.
2 Brazen Borer, yeah. And our separate,
There's none. Okay, only 2.
But
Only
maybe Engineered Explosives.
Yeah.
Maybe he has spotted them.
Yeah.
And also the Filigree Silex, which is also, I think, a strong card in this matchup.
Yeah. And he's discarding his stays. Doesn't really matter if your opponent has the possibility to make like 12 mana. And this is the turn where he has to pair.
Find. He has to find now something.
Yeah, and I think this is a One Ring. Am I right?
I don't see it. I'm wondering now.
You
what
will
it's
see
called.
it.
You will see it. Gets another token.
You already saw it. The One Ring.
I'm pretty sure it's a One Ring.
I think so too, but we'll see.
Second the One Ring from the top when he needed it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's. But he still has 3 turns to hit Marcus, so it's a lot that can be drawn on the side of Martin Lamar. It's exactly the turn where Marcus has no protection up. On the next turn, he knows he needs more protection, and with going for a Voltaic key, it seems like there is something going on in the hand of Martin Lamar. Yeah, I'm making 2. I'm untapping it. I'm making another 3. I'm at 5. I play the One Ring.
Ah, yeah, there it is.
And this is good insurance.
Draw 1 card, makes sense now.
Yeah, still having 3 mana open, and it will take key to maybe untap, get another 2 lands. Your construct token is now 2, 4, 6, 8. So yeah, you're taking for a lot.
Oh, yeah, you can draw 2 more cards with the key. Wow.
Yeah. And still 3 mana open.
He can also make a land drop.
That's true as well.
It looks pretty grim for local hero, definitely.
Yeah, that's the case with Mystic Forge. You play a few or a lot of big impactful cards, and at some point you get to the point where you have resolved them, and then the game is pretty much over. It's the same with Cloudpost. It turns around, and then it plays an Emrakul. And basically the same thing as with Mystic Forge combo.
Yeah.
You play some mana, you play some keys, it's only mana, and then you drop in the One Ring and you have won the game. You drop in the Mystic Forge and you get 5, 6, 7 cards out of it in one turn because of like keys and mana and everything. And with Paradox Engine you have won the game this time.
Yeah, for sure.
And yeah, we get another Vexing Bauble.
Probably, yeah.
So that means we have now 4 9/9 construct tokens, and yeah, the race is basically over.
Yeah. Jump block with Atraxa.
I think it's 10/10 even.
Yeah, the 10-10, yeah.
And on the next turn, he will get a few more artifacts who can't even bounce you out of range. Because
I think the One Ring was the best possible draw here.
yeah, I mean, Atraxa can attack. No, he can't even attack here positively to get some life because the One Ring trigger is still.
He's still there, yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like we will get the game 3.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And the key thing for Martin is he hasn't shown any Leyland of the Void actually.
But you should expect it. I
Yeah,
think,
you should
from
expect it for sure.
You should expect
It's
it.
pretty clear.
Yeah, it's basically game 3 time. Marcus.
Carry the
Free
One
time.
Ring.
It's game 3 time.
Yeah.
He takes 3 damage.
Yeah.
Then he draws another 3, 7.
4, 5, 6.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And with Paradox Engine, you go.
11 cards next turn.
You should actually play Laboratory Maniac in the deck.
I think it's too hard.
Yeah.
No, it's just win more. Yeah, he had.
Leyland's in the
I
box, yeah.
talked with Paul Bernsteiner, and yeah, it was just hard because he had the sheer card quality in both sideboard games. He started off with a Leyland of the Void,
And a Vexing Bauble. Pretty
and
much.
some Waxing Baubles, but he always started off with a 7. And for Mystic Forge combo, as in all like kinda non-blue decks, you are expected to mulligan a bit, especially if you have sideboard cards that you have to mulligan to, and therefore starting off with a 7 is just a very, very big advantage. And in this form, he didn't even had the Leyline, but it was just a big, strong start from the beginning. Turn 1 Vexing Bauble turns off a lot of blue-black scam.
Yeah.
But
And basically the one ring from the top is
Yeah, it's pretty good.
it's basically the same as in Paul's match where there was only one card that wins in the game when it was on 1, and it was the one ring.
that's true.
What Marcus now can do is he can buy himself one turn by using his Brazen Borrower. But other than that, I don't think he has much that he can do.
It's just it sounds maybe a little bit harsh. It's just a waste of brain space, but it still forces your opponent to think a little bit too. And Mystic Forge is a deck where you have a lot of actions to think about. Then you have to counter mana and you have to do the stuff and this and that.
It's what we said in the past already. It's maximizing screen time.
Yeah, maximize the screen time.
Yeah,
That's what
true,
it's
that's
about.
true.
Yeah. So it's strictly correct.
Brazen Borrower on 1 token.
And then jump with
And
the other
jump,
one.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is it just a 9/9? Just a 9/9.
Yeah, just. So, what will happen?
I am attacking with a 9/9. But he still can make another construct.
Okay.
So it's a 10/10. That's okay, I guess.
Or will there be a Cosmetics command to remove the blocker?
Has to get up to the mana?
Could be.
Probably.
Could be. He needs 9, right? He's attracts a 7.
Attracts
Yeah.
Manifold Key makes constructs unblockable. Oh,
Yeah. That's the secret mode of the card.
What? Okay. Target creature can't be blocked.
Mm.
Easy. Okay.
Well, yeah, that's it.
Didn't think of this one.
No.
Yeah, you have to wait until blocks announce the blocker and then bounce the card.
Yeah.
Which is something crucial that Marcus actually learned this game.
Interesting. So we have a game 3. Martin Lamar
three
takes
time.
game 2, and it's about the final game now. Cool.
Oh my god.
Interesting interaction. Sometimes things like this matter. It's pretty surely not the default mode of the key to make
No,
a
not
creature
really.
unblockable, but it's important.
Yeah, it's something that comes up a lot in Vintage PO, I think,
Yeah.
where you can do something, and it's exactly the reason that you have to play it over Voltaic Key, because
Yeah, it's a better key.
it's the better key.
It's a better key. Sometimes these things come up.
And yeah, back in the days, Voltaic Key has some very, very beautiful artworks. It's old board and stuff like that, and now you have to play the new card. The new kid on the block with a relevant
Not so
flavor tag.
new anymore.
No, yeah. It's
Like
not really.
5-6 years
We're
ago.
just old.
The new kit on the block would be the Flash Raker at the Cosmetics command.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Vaccine Bob.
And the Vaccine Bauble is such a cool card. But it really needs a deck to support it that doesn't lean into any free stuff and stuff like that. And this is, yeah, Mystic Forge combo, Mono Green Cloudpost, Painter plays it. It's just a good card to combat the free menace in the form of the blue counterspells.
We also saw it in the Storm deck from Jens, I think. He also got into top 8.
Yeah.
He played it also in the main deck even. Protect his Storm Storm combo.
Yeah. Yeah, it's yeah, just a lot of times with the Storm deck you don't really play any free stuff. I mean, you have Besiege the Mirror for Gaia's Will.
Yep.
But on the other side, sometimes you go
Bombmaster into Echo.
Bowmaster into Echo. the late already resolved, then you play in your Rexing Bauble and then your Bowmaster Echo, and yeah, everything seems fine.
Both players are now taking a short trip to the toilet. Classic.
And
Maybe they will just split now.
maybe
I
they
don't
feel-
think that anybody will split now.
Ah,
Before, I thought it was possible.
No.
But now
They
it's
will play it
like,
out.
No,
They
no,
will
no,
play
no,
it
no, no.
out.
maybe Marcus now sees, the deck is kind of hard to play against. Maybe we want to split, but I get the Elm invite. But yeah,
You get both duels. I get the element invite.
no, I don't think this is a split. Marcus would agree to.
No,
But,
not really.
yeah. One
I mean,
weekend.
that would be a split I wouldn't agree to.
I mean, for him, it's a weekend with 2 dual lands. Everything is already all right,
Yeah.
and he takes whatever happens.
Yeah, that's true because he went top 4 yesterday. Or top 8.
Top 4.
Top 4. So he already got a Savannah.
He got a Savannah. Now he gets at least a Plateau, even a Tundra, so he can play the new Pokepile in the near future.
Woo! Very cool deck. Also, no, unfortunately, we didn't see any top 8 today. But yesterday, we had Felix Fenzan on it, being in the top 8.
Yeah, we had it 2 times in the Swiss today.
I think he lost the win against Marcus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Marcus faced a lot of really, really strong opponents, and let's hope that his winning and not losing streak for today doesn't stop exactly in the finals. And if you think about it, it's such a long game. If it would have been in Swiss, it would have been a draw. So
Yeah,
at least we can count him like not losing, or it's maybe a draw with an extended loss in the worst case for this minute. But yeah, I'm quite excited to watch the last game. We see Marcus now on the play. I'm really excited if he has the first time in the turn in the finals with Scam. Do you know what we, or at least I didn't see for the whole weekend? Turn 1, evoke Grief into reanimate Grief.
Yeah, we have
We've
seen
done
it.
it, I think, 3 times on
Yeah.
stream over
Yeah.
the whole weekend, which is not a lot.
No, this is not a lot. I mean, it's like, I think 14% that you have this interaction on the first turn in any given game where you play reanimate Grief and a fixed amount of black
But
cards.
it's Scam, so you have like an added 50% chance or something.
At least against me. But
How's the meme? 60% of the time they have it all the time.
Yeah.
yeah, but we
Yeah,
see,
it must be a 50% chance, like, because either you have it or you
Oh,
don't.
you have it? Yeah. You can do basic. That's statistics.
and if we're talking about statistics, it's 50% that they have Grief,
Yeah.
and 50% they have none.
Yeah.
It's 50% they have we have the animate, and 50% that it's not.
Yeah.
And 50% they have any given black card, and 50% that it's not. So it's around the 12.5%. So 40% seems about right. This is statistics, boys and girls.
Almost correct.
Almost correct.
Slept through my math classes.
But I came to the nearly correct count.
You're technically correct, the best kind of correct.
Yeah. It's the it's okay. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Teacher response, but
Yeah, probably.
I
Yeah.
think this response, Marcus, does really know, because he's a
He's a
teacher.
teacher himself.
Well,
But not for mathematics.
Yeah, the line Grief, take the only answer, and Tomb reanimate the tracks at turn 2 is even better, for sure. But it only works. It only works if
50% of the time.
Because either you have it or you don't.
Yeah.
But yeah, Grief, Reanimate, plus a black card, plus a land, plus Entomb, Reanimate. It's only 6 cards and another land.
Yeah.
So perfect hand. Yeah.
But you know what I really think? Griselbrand would have won this game. If Atraxa would have been Griselbrand, it would have won him the game.
No.
Why?
and draw even more cards.
That he can't cast
No.
because of Vexing Bob.
No, he could activate the brand only one time because he used the
Ah, that's
reanimate.
true, that's true.
That's the so. But
And Archon wouldn't have worked, that we learned, because it targets your opponent. Whenever
why?
whenever Archon of Cruelty attacks,
Yeah.
target opponent.
And he could target. What's
No,
the problem?
with the
because
One Ring.
Okay.
Yeah,
But at first, because it comes into play.
yeah. But there were no artifact tokens out there. But yeah,
I mean, I think the crucial point here was really the almost mistake of Martin, where I tried to go Ancient Tomb Vexing Bauble
Mhm.
and then rewinded that
To
and
cast
played
the
played Ancient Tomb Petal Vexing Bauble, and then go further ahead with Grim Monolith to Grim Monolith.
yeah.
yeah.
So if you wouldn't have done that, it would certainly be a totally different story.
Yes.
Yeah. And then Marcus wasn't able to shut him off mana for a few turns, which was actually the game plan that won him the first game.
Yeah.
But yeah, we will see how it fares out, since the first turn or two are so deciding that it really matters who is on the play and who is on the draw.
Yeah.
So we will see how good Vexing Bobble is on the draw now, and we will see how good Daze and Grief is on the play now.
Yeah, and let's take a look if we have a Leyland or not.
Yep.
Yeah.
Could be a crucial factor.
Yeah.
For this final game of.
I mean, maybe Martin mulligans to a Leyline on the play, on the draw.
It could be.
There's two lands
Two
even.
Leylines, but two Leylines are maybe.
And
I don't think there's a land in here.
I think there is an Urza Saga and a Lotus Petal, so not that great. But maybe he says two ley lines, they buy him a lot of time. And actually, they will buy him a lot of time because there are only two Brazen Borrower in the list of Marco Schmidhuber. So, yeah, it's not like on turn 2 they get rid of
Keep
one.
it, yeah. Let's
Keep the
go.
one lander, okay?
And
It's really risky.
let's keep it up for the final game of this finals.
Do we have a Wasteland on Marcus's side?
I hope so. If we have a Wasteland here on Marco's side, and we are going all in Tomb Reanimate.
Oh.
Let's see how this plays out.
But I think we have a frog,
Yeah.
and the hand crumbles a little bit. I think it's Fetch, Underground Sea, Ponder,
Honda, probably, yeah.
find a Daze, find a Threat, and especially a frog, because you can now discard the Entomb, the Reanimate. It doesn't really do anything, so you can pressure or fasten up your clock, which is exactly the thing that is needed.
Yeah.
Or you maybe even find a Wasteland.
Okay, so Wasteland.
Marcus was like, can I still mulligan?
Judge, when is the time when for the Leyline of the Void? Before or after my...
Yeah.
Oh, this would be so good.
Why? He doesn't have a threat. He's only looking for threats.
Okay, yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
And there's a Lotus
And he
Petal in
looks
there.
for maybe a Wasteland.
Yeah.
A threat.
Oh, yeah. He only wants a frog, basically.
But I think you want to have a Wasteland now. Can't really want to get him to construct range. So I think the Ponder is here to find the Wasteland.
It's a fatal push?
No, seems like another Entomb.
Oh, fuck. Fetch now. Yeah, it's always kind of, yeah. How do I want to say this? It's always kind of, just shitty if you keep a hand with Entomb Reanimate and then your opponent goes double leyline or even one leyline. It's like, well, my hand crumbles. I picked the wrong. I don't want to say decision, but I picked the wrong
Angle of
roll.
attack.
Yeah, I picked the wrong angle. Maybe I should have mulled once.
Yeah, it's like,
So Marcus, at this point, what he needs to do is fire off his Ponder, try to get any threats going.
Thing is, Marcus has still the Force of Will up.
Yep.
There's no vexing bubble to be seen right now.
And
I don't think it's quite over yet. It's too early to say.
Force.
here's the frog, another
Force,
land.
frog, land.
Very
That's
good.
okay. That's
Very good.
really good.
If he doesn't have a blue card, you take the force now
And the frog next turn.
and the frog next turn.
That's probably the right thing to do here.
Unless you, I guess it's always.
I think it's always correct.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't know what the first card was that Martin Lamar drew, but he kept, I think, a one lander. And if he is missing the second land drop,
He cannot produce a construct.
yeah. And let's see if he drew
I
the.
smell a city or something.
I think also that
Yeah.
Oh,
he drew the perfect card that
Yeah.
he needed for this turn.
Constructor
seems
only.
like a pattern.
He's cheating.
No,
No, he's not.
Judge is sitting right by the table, so.
And yeah, I think we see a frog here. Or a ponder.
Yeah, Saga gets vexing bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks grim. It looks grim. The manifold key is not the card that you want to force. You really needed the wasteland to shut off the saga.
I mean, maybe the Lotus Petal would have been right to force, but who forces the Lotus Petal?
Yeah, even then the Lotus Petal is
Would not do anything, you know.
no. It's such a replaceable card. The powerful thing that he did on the first game was or the second game was to power out with the Lotus Petal the Grim Monolith on turn 1.
Yeah.
Martin does have an answer only in the wish board.
But I think
Null Rod, but Marcus doesn't play any Null Rods, yeah.
Marcus has an Engineered Explosives. If he
um,
pours it in.
There's the Argentum Masticore in the sideboard who could deal with that. But won't matter in this game.
no, I hope we see actually an EE for 0
E for 0 is great.
or
Would be a good
EE
top
for
deck.
1
No, for 0.
to clear the Vexing Bauble and the Manifold Key.
No, for 0.
You can't play it for 0 if there is a Vexing Bauble.
Then
in
not, yeah.
play. Seems like the better play.
But I want to do it.
Double force animate that.
Yeah. I mean, there is also the Silex, right? This works.
The filigree side.
The Filigree Silex. Yeah.
Yeah. So this would be a good top deck.
And yeah, we are in the time where you need some good top decks.
You need this for the finals.
Yeah.
You need good top decks.
To win any tournament, you need to draw at some point really, really lucky. Because like a lot of times you can outmaneuver your opponent, but you still have to hope that you are sometimes lucky and your opponents
Or not.
sometimes are not. Yeah.
It's part of the game.
It's the variance that we all love and hate. Love when you have it and hate it when our opponent does have it. But yeah, here we see the draw for Markus Schmidhuber. Is it a grief? It's a-
No. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
brief. Yeah.
If you have the 4th land, a hardcut grief is kinda okay, but he has not, then it's like a lot of cards that are shut down. I think you can sometimes attack with your crazy frog. You have to discard like 4 cards to draw him out, but yeah, if you throw out all the entombs, the reanimates, the animate dead,
I mean, this is one
That's
line.
the best thing that you can do.
He could
Yeah.
dump
Martin
every card.
attacks, you block, you put everything.
I mean, he could have even attacked with the frog, I
yeah,
think. in
I think
this
I
line.
would have actually attacked with the frog.
Maybe this is the best line.
Probably drawing an extra card.
Yeah, if it doesn't jump, you draw an extra card. Now the constructs are bigger, and
Yeah.
if there is another
You know,
thing, it's
The problem is if Martin gets enough time, he builds up his board into insurmountable
Double
value.
block would have lost in the game. That's true.
that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, Martin doesn't attack.
Yeah, Martin. It seems like Martin will win the game eventually. Yeah, 2/5/5s. That could be an issue for the small little frog. That could. But I think do we have a cycle for another. No, we have a ponder. No, the 6/6 are too big.
What is here? A days, a grief, and a land.
Yeah, it's grim. I think the Wasteland still would be one of a really, really strong draw.
I like Razor Burrow better.
Bouncing?
Oh,
Yeah. You still have to solve the issue of the Mystic Forge in hand. And please don't tell me that you drew a 2-drop. Ah, it was exactly the turn. Now he gets to get Karn or even. If he plays Karn, then yes. Wait. Ah, yeah, that's a thing. But yeah, we now have Mystic Forge that you would have loved to desperately kill. But
I think very unfortunate, but I think this game runs out of
yeah.
Marcus's hand.
Mm-hmm. Slowly but surely.
I mean, it's getting now faster and faster. Especially now with getting monoliths and stuff like that. It's a lot of mana that you can play. But this turn you have like 2 unreal big constructs, and the next turn you just attack for the win, most likely.
Mm-hmm.
Coastalix command can deal also with a lot of permanents. You can kill the frog, you can make another Scion tokens. And yeah. It's looking grim for Markus Schmidhuber. Unfortunate for him, really, really great qualifying season. Fell short, event after event after event, to return to the stage of the European Legacy Masters after last year's performance in there. But yeah, we can watch Mystic Forge combo. It's such a cool, intricate deck. It changed a lot with the new introductions of Modern Horizon 3, with Glenfresh, Reika, with Kozilek's command, which is such a good card to ensure you win with nearly infinite mana. You basically scribe for your whole deck, you search for the one card that you need, untap all your stuff in this in exchange also for the with the Paradox engine, and then you just win the game with Lattice or with the Walking Ballista. It's such a sweet thing. You shut off everything your opponent can do for free with the Waxing Bauble, and yeah, we're here just watching the tournament end in its last few turns. And yeah, hopefully I'm wrong here and Markus Schmidhuber somehow pulls out Exodia from out of his deck and wins the game. But
Maybe
yeah.
it's time for Yu-Gi-Oh! Would you mind changing the game?
Maybe Markus was opposed to the split and is now giving his opponent the option to split, but he
what
takes
about
the element right. But yeah, only with Lethal on the stack.
And another Mystic Forge here.
Yeah, you don't even have the Paradox engine, but yeah, your tokens are way too big, and the problem that arose with Leyline of the Void is, yeah, the frog can't get flying, you can't get over it, you can't really pressure him, and yeah,
And
crucial.
can't discard that many cards.
Yeah, and the thing with Mystic Forge is like, if you don't get griefed on turn 1, it's pretty much grim. Martin Lamar had really good hands in all of his sideboarded games.
They were insane.
With the Leylines to oppose the grief scamming. And yeah, he had the Waxing Bauble in the games where he went ahead. It's the thing
Sometimes
you need.
these things just have to line up for you. That's
Yeah, exactly.
You have to be a good player, and you have to be also a little bit lucky to win tournaments.
Yeah, exactly. Now he has to jump block with his Psychic Frog. The construct tokens are like 5, 7,
1, 2, 3,
9,
4, 5, 6, 7,
11,
8, 9,
11s.
10, 11, yeah.
And yeah,
Yeah. Jump with the frog.
after the 11-11, he can go for a snack at 7-11, and yeah, it's over. But yeah.
I mean, top deck filigree Alex.
This buys him some time at least.
It buys him 2 turns, 1 turn.
Why?
In terms of probabilities, because Mystic Forge is on the battlefield.
Okay, yeah, Mr.
and
Mystic Forge, you have
You know-
keys, you have Grim Monoliths, you have the Inventor's Fair to get him basically anything that he needs from his deck, so he can get the Paradox Engine to then go infinite. And yeah,
And that's the grief.
it's unfortunate. 2 griefs, 2 forces, nothing that you can do on the side of Marcus.
Yeah.
2 keys unblockable.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, with Filigree Silex, there wouldn't be any tokens running around anymore, but yeah. This is the turn where one of the 2 either get through, and
Both of them are lethal.
both of them are lethal. And I don't think, yeah.
There's nothing you can do. There's simply nothing you can do anymore. It's just maximizing screen time now.
Yeah, that's what you should do.
And I really have to hate to see it, but Martin Lamar slayed Paul Bernsteiner, local guy in the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
Slayed
Jonas in the
Jonas
semifinals.
in the semifinals, who actually went 9th on breakers.
8 on breakers. 8 on breakers.
9th on breakers at the ELM last year.
Yeah.
And now in the finals, Markus Schmidt, who were another competitor at the European Legacy Masters 2023. And we are kind to welcome Martin Lamar in the near future, when he attacked with the 2 construct tokens, into the Austrian team for the European Legacy Masters 2024.
That's right. That's about right. I mean, our team looks pretty good with Johannes Gutbrot, Martin Lamar.
Mhm.
Really, really strong players. Patrick Coyne, Fabian Schweighofer.
Samuel-
There is
Bob
the handshake. We have a winner.
Yeah.
It is actually Martin now. With insane of a board state.
Against Graphic cut,
Yeah.
free cut, free cut, Graphic cut, free cut, free cut. So
Yeah.
So Martin Lamar is the winner of the season end tournament of the Austrian Legacy Masters Sunday event. So congratulations to him, of course. And it's time now. Only what's left, of course, we have to talk with the winner.
Yeah,
Hopefully we
one-shot
can get him.
interview has to be made.
Yeah, exactly. We will.
And also, because we use the time now, right now, to make a little bit of an advertisement. So, as you probably know, we are the In Response podcast. We're the 3 guys that bring you bi-weekly legacy content on YouTube and on Spotify and basically everywhere. So, just take your time, join us in our talks, and leave a like, leave a subscribe, and please just tell your friends. That's basically the one thing that we can actually ask you to do. Just tell your friends and like and subscribe to our channels. Thank you very much.
We will be back with the interview of the winner in a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, we can end the stream afterwards. So stay tuned for the interview.
And so we are back after the finals of the Austrian Legacy Masters, Day 3, the Austrian Legacy Seasons End Tournament. We are here with the winner, with our champion, Martin Lamar. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling great because I didn't believe that I can make it, right? So yeah, it was great. Yesterday I played Nadu. I went 3-3. It was pretty average. It was awful. I made so many mistakes. The deck is strong, but I played it poorly. So today I took something else that is much closer to my play style, and it's Mystic Forge combo. And actually, guys from my play group, they were already recommending me that to play yesterday, but I didn't trust them, so I just took it today, and yeah, it worked. It went well. I didn't saw much hate, right? Not many meltdowns, just one null rot, not many cards, so it was great matchups. I was lucky.
And for you would say you are pretty much an expert. Since when do you play Mystic Forge combo?
Well, I wouldn't say I'm expert. I was just saying that it's much closer.
Yeah.
Last year I had some success with Blue Painter.
Yeah.
So it's also artifact based, right? So this is also quite close to that play style. No cantrips, so that's good for me. I cannot make many mistakes.
I can feel you. I'm also not a cantrip player myself.
Yeah. So yeah, it was good. It was good.
So yeah, you have a lot of new cards in the form of Waxing Bauble, Glen Fresh Raker, Kozilek's Command. Which of the cards basically stood out the most?
Waxing Bubble was absolutely brilliant. It was great. Really, it stopped the Risk Emanator from playing Grief, stopped playing from Forces, Daisies for free. Absolutely great. Then I played also 4 flaring flash breaker. Yeah, that guy. And 3
That guy.
3 Kozilek's commands. I played challenge on Sunday last week with traditional build, no flash from these guys and Kozilek's command, and I went 2-4. So, but it didn't go well.
Oh yeah.
So now I wanted to try it. There were a couple of results, or there were a few results on MTG Goldfish with this list. So I just copied that and it worked out.
Yeah.
It worked out well. Yeah.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
For winning the tournament, and congratulations for playing for Austria and the European Legacy Masters.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. It was great here. I really recommend to coming here because it was two great days of Legacy. Also, there were nice events in the town, right? So it was. Yeah, we had a couple of beers every night. It was great weekend. Great weekend.
So come here for Legacy and beer.
Yeah, I absolutely recommend.
So you basically watched some street performance in the last few days.
Yeah. We were there on. We actually skipped FNM on Friday evening, right? We went to the city center, and yesterday we did the same because we had to have a couple of beers after that. Nadu.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the spirit. Legacy and beers,
Yeah.
or legacy and success.
Yeah.
It's like the beer bracket is always there for you.
I mean, that's what really drives us together, because what really matters the most is the gathering. It's not about prizes. It's not about being the most competitive guy, but the gathering and being with the people is really what drives our community-based format, Legacy.
Yeah. The gathering is nice, but you know what's better, right? Winning, right?
we don't know the feelings.
Not really. The last time I've won something is about 5 years ago. So
Yeah, I don't know that too. So when I rarely experience that, right, it's time to enjoy that.
that's true. So we hope you enjoy your
great.
stay at Bologna in September. DLM.
Actually, I was there in spring, right? Last Bologna, and I 0-3 dropped. So then I hope it will be better this time.
The last time I went to Bologna, I lost basically my 7-1 match against Mystic Forge combo. So it was like nice to think that back again and get the trauma.
PTSD for Peter.
But yeah, Mystic Forge is a deck that always, I love it. It's so cool that you play the map play style with the combo package. But yeah,
True.
I can't wait to see you perform at the European Legacy Masters with it. Or do you expect with the grief banning, potentially format changes, anything other you want to play?
Yeah, I think format will be changed, right? We will see whether just Greenfield will be banned, or if they will. I would also recommend to ban also Reanimate, because it's it's like awful card, because for 1 mana you can just take over the game and that's it. So, well, I guess it will be just Grief. So let's see how the meta game will look like at the beginning of September. Right?
Yeah, for sure. Actually, we did a whole episode about how the world will look without grief. It aired on Friday, so basically the day before.
Yeah, I haven't listened to that yet, but yeah, I will definitely listen. I will listen to your podcast, so keep doing, guys.
Thank you
Thank you very much.
Great stuff.
And they're already putting out the lights.
So it seems that we have to go.
So thank you very much, Martin.
Thank you.
Congratulations again
Thank
to
you.
your win, and have a nice travel back home.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Have a nice day, guys.
Thank you very much.
Great tournament.
Thank you.
So I think, Peter,
We close this one up.
what's any more to say? We had a great weekend. We had totally brilliant players. We had so much fun on the stream. Although it was very, very taxing the whole weekend.
It was like 25 or above 25 hours of live streaming with live matches, with live content of legacy players, local guys, foreign players, people from Germany, from the Czech Republic, winning
From
here.
Hungary, not winning, but from Hungary, from Slovakia.
Yeah,
Basically, they're coming from everywhere. And if you want to join us here in the legacy capital of Austria, in Linz, next year we will do the same. 3 days, 3 tournaments. And the end of July, probably, we will save the date out in the next 1 or 2 months.
that will include most likely 2 possible weekends, because with pre-releases coming around every like third week, we can't schedule any event for like 4 months before.
I mean, we can schedule 2 weekends, and we would know half a year before when everything will happen, when the pre-releases are scheduled.
And yeah, we will put a save the date out, and we will love to have you all here on board in Austria, in Linz. It will be a great event, and yeah, just join us.
Yeah.
We're here for the gathering.
So basically, see you in the next stream of the Austrian Legacy League, which is hopefully not the Austrian Legacy Masters 2025.
We will try to stream the next season also, but it's always kind of hard because we want to play also sometimes Magic.
So see ya and have a good time.
Thank you very much. Ron.